All students in the United States are now. All the students in America are now using ChatGPT to write their papers and pass 100%. American lawyers have a lawsuit using ChatGPT. They use ChatGPT in lawsuits to say everything. ChatGPT to speak. He won the case. Then a doctor in America used ChatGPT to treat his patients. He found that ChatGPT was better than him, is even better than his medical skills. Isn't it scary? This is the age of the future. This is the era of the future, so I want to tell everyone here. If you do not wait UPI, I want to send you a message. The future of the world has nothing to do with you. Let's put one of those for nothing. Let's go to America and see the Tesla factory. You guys can feel it right now. Tesla costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's just a flat one. The Tesla factory, not a single person is needed to build a car. Do you know what kind of education? What kind of education do the workers have? At least a PhD, mostly PhDs. Then I ask you a question. If you don't learn and grow, if you don't learn and grow, you won't even know how society will eliminate you. Foxconn has already announced the official speed test this year, China's future. The whole factory doesn't need too many workers. Huawei only has 2 workers in the entire cell phone workshop, 1 cell phone in 5 seconds. That's the power of technology. That's why I want to tell everyone here today. The opening of factories in China is over. Are you still at home? You're still working on it. Your wait is a dead end. There's no choice. Why was the haze so bad in Beijing? Now Beijing is better. Why? Because in those years, they often received notices of shutdowns. With 8 months this year, next year, 12 months, and the year after that, 11 months, you have to pay the rent for the factory. You have to pay the wages of your employees, but you cannot be able to start work. So it will force you to move out of the Beijing neighborhood. To tell me is not it. I am sorry. We are not forcing you to move out of Beijing. I am forcing you to move out of China. There are only 2 paths before you now. The first is to upgrade your industry, to become highly sophisticated from made in China to created in China, to be pollution free. Do all kinds of high-tech research. The new ticket can be no problem. The government supports you. If you still want to do those low-end production, you can go to Vietnam, go to Cambodia, go to India, go to Brazil, go to Mexico. You can still make money. You don't need to upgrade. You can still make money for another 20 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then please. 3 years ago, the US government and the Chinese government's response, and the wind direction of these big corporations, you could have planned ahead. But if I don't tell you today, maybe you won't even know about this for 5 years. You won't even know in 10 years. You won't even know when China's industrial chain is finished. You won't even know how you died. This is socialization. This is global awareness. This is the world view. Someone said, Mr. Though after the transfer of Chinese degree, what about China? That's a good question. Do you know why Japan declined? Do you know why Taiwan declined? Do you know why Hong Kong Singapore? The United States and the United Kingdom did not know decline. It's because we used to rely on factories to make money. We threw our factories away. We don't have factories here anymore. We need to find a new industry to support. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, Singapore has found it. Singapore is in finance, the financial capital of the world. So Singapore has found the perfect place. Not open factories, still make money. Hong Kong also found the movie industry. The movie industry in the 1990s and then turned to finance. Became the financial capital of the world. Taiwan didn't find it. Japan didn't find it. So they don't have a new economic growth point. That's why they're declining them. If China wants to realize the next industrial material transfer, China needs to find a new self-help industry for the next 20 years. Can you understand what I'm saying? Sophie asked, what is it? Hey. The government has actually already laid out. If you know how the above layout. If you go in early, you have a chance. If you don't know, you can't do it until everyone else has gone in. Sorry, no chance. Of see, now you know it. Blue ocean, you want to know what it is? I know, want to learn. I teach you all. The new species has appeared. The era of artificial intelligence has arrived. This is the 4th industrial revolution of mankind. Did you know that? The first 2 were seized by the British. The British became the richest people in the world. The 2nd industrial revolution was seized by America. Only the richest people in the US have seized the 3rd. We, China, have seized it. We call the tail end of the 3rd industrial revolution. That's why we have a company like BT. That's the Internet Information Revolution. And what is the fourth industrial revolution? It's AI. If you didn't grasp it the first 3 times, the fourth must be grasped. It's very possible. This is your chance to change your family's fate. It's very possible. This is your chance to change the rest of your life. It's a chance to change your grandchildren's lives. This is a chance to change your grandchildren's lives for the next 3 generations. I'm going to give you one more thing that's even tougher. Do you know how long you have left to change your family's fate? Just 20 years. In the next 20 years, the whole world will fall into class solidification. In other words, it'll be hard for a humble family to make it to the top, because all walks of life in the world will become very clear, just like when the current Korea, now Japan, and now the United States. It's almost impossible to start a new business. Why do the Chinese have so many new aristocrats? Is it because of the reform and opening up? We are a developing country, but the future is the same in China. 20 years of class solidification. In other words, in the next 20 years, if you don't work hard, your entire future generations will be laborers. You'll only be laborers, I'll be honest. So these 20 years is a chance for you to change it's not just a chance to change your destiny. It's a chance to change the destiny of your children and grandchildren. At least 3.5 generations. So I hope that all of our families, what must we do? We must seize the opportunity of these 20 years in the future. If you don't know how to use AI will replace you. That's simple. If you seize it, you could rise up in a flash.